You probably can hear me. Maybe today, maybe it wasn't so easy for somebody to get here. Right? I'm just saying, maybe I'm with some folk that maybe had to press. I know we don't talk about it. Surely enough, when we get it here, we don't talk about it. But maybe, just maybe, in the time before you got here, maybe you were weighing just a little bit. Do I come today or do I not? But it's been a week. It's been a difficult week for me, and I don't always really feel like I want to get here. And maybe there were 2 or 3 times before you actually got here that you could have stayed at home. Because you were feeling like, I don't feel like fellowship. I don't feel like anybody hugging me or shaking my hand. All I really want to do right now is just lay that down and hope it goes away by the time I wake up. And so I'm always excited when I come to church, and it seems like that I'm aware that some folk had to press to get here. And I always pray a special blessing for those that, had it not been for that last push from the Lord, you wouldn't be here right now. Sometimes we need that. Now, if you promise not to tell anybody, let me tell you like this. I don't always feel like going to church. Don't tell anybody. They might think bad of me, but every now and then, life can weigh on us. The unexpected comes. I'm kind of an organized person. All right? And so, after Pastor Clark called me on a Friday, I had in mind I had a Friday night program to be at, and then there was this, and then I was back at home church on Sunday by 10:30, and I was thinking to myself, I'll do this, this, and this in this order. And then sometimes things get in the way. And you can't always do it. I knew we were going to Austin on Saturday to see my grandson play basketball, and so I blocked out that time. I said, I'll get back about, 5 or 6 o'clock and run the programs out to the church and let them be sitting there, come back home. Get all those things according to them, and I'll say, I'll come back home and study. I'm 1 street around from the house. It's dark. Maybe my night vision is suspect, I'm not sure. And a cat darts out in front of a car. Dewana said, Sam! I'm not sure if I knew what Sam meant right then, but I saw the cat out of the corner of my eye and I pushed on my brakes. But Dewana saw the dog chasing the cat. And we hit the dog. Go around the corner, we go back around. The owner of the dog has come out, and the dog's not dead, but the dog was hurt. So Dewana and him, the person he was visiting, we sit there and we decide that they have an emergency vet clinic on campus. We get around to the emergency vet clinic, and that's probably about 8:30, 7:30, maybe 8:30. And we sat there till 11:30, waiting to hear. Then by the time I get back home, can't keep my eyes open so good now. But when you're trusting, anybody ever had some unexpected happen? When something happens in your day that you did not predict, it wasn't on your calendar, it wasn't in your planner, you didn't have it on your phone, and it just happened. See, because on that same Friday, one of our members went to the emergency room and they said she had a sudden stroke. And so our Friday afternoon study didn't happen because I had to get to the hospital and sit there. And so I was supposed to be having some time to prepare for 7 o'clock Friday night, but I was at the hospital waiting as long as I could so I could go home and get ready for Friday. Sometimes the unexpected hits all of us. And it's in times like those that there's something we need to know above everything, and that is God. I don't keep up with stuff. All right, I don't keep up. Psalm 23. I just want to look at it because I think that there might be a praise break in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, with Psalm 23, I know some of us have been singing and reciting that one ever since we were little.
Yeah.
And that's good because you're familiar with it. The Lord is my shepherd. Yeah. I shall not want. Praise break. Another song. Yeah. The biblical hymn book. A collection of 150 songs. Some of which were sung on the way to the temple, but they were songs that were penned by several different authors. This one by David, who we know to be a songwriter, and a great number of the songs attributed to him. But on this one, every now and then, I've written it. I'll say I've written maybe a half a song at least once in a while. Yeah. So I know a little bit about that songwriting stuff. And sometimes when that happens, it's like this. You sit down and maybe there's a special feeling in your spirit and you think to yourself, Lord, I just want to write something to you. I got my thing all right. And so I'm going to guess, and this is one of those times you'll allow me to use this special, legitimate imagination. All right. Since sometimes Scripture doesn't tell how things happen, they just tell you what happened. And so we don't know for sure, but maybe he was just sitting down. I've sat down from time to time like that myself, and I'm sure Dr. Nobles has, and something was in your heart, your fingers, and you just started just kind of playing it out. Maybe he was looking around because he was a shepherd. Maybe he was looking around and saying, well, here's my sheep all around. All right. Chances are he was writing out a personal experience, so he thought to himself that, you know what? Just like I take care of those sheep. Yeah. The Lord takes care of them. Yes, sir. He probably stopped and said, okay, maybe I can use that. Yeah. The Lord is my shepherd. Yeah. Maybe he got stuck after that. But maybe he started thinking a little bit about more all the things that God had done for me. He said, wait a minute. I shall not. That's right. Shall not want. In other words, I shall not lack anything that I need. All right. What means to lack? Not lack anything that I need. And then he began, I shall not want. Then it seemed like he began to think about what God had done for him. And so he started talking about God. Yeah. He said, you know what? The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Yeah. He maketh me. Yeah. Maybe he was looking around at where he was at. And maybe the fields were green and they were full and the sheep were feeding. They were doing well because they had plenty of food. He said, you know what? He does that for me. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. But food is not enough for animals. They need water too. But not just any kind of water. It's nice when the water is calm enough where you can be peaceful at the water's edge. And so he says, he leads me. He leads me beside the still waters. And after he put me in green pastures, after he brought me by still waters, you know what he did? He restored. I know he did. I've been writing stuff down, but I can't write anymore. I need to talk to the one I'm writing about. He started talking to me. So he says, oh, I've been in some hard times, but when I'm writing about him, I'm telling the story so somebody else can read it. But when I'm talking to him, it's just between me and God. We got a chance to see a little private conversation between God and David in the midst of when he was writing about God. He stopped to write. I got to talk to you, Lord. I've had some difficult times, but so much so that it seemed like I was right where I could have died. But I'll tell you what you did. I didn't fear any evil because I knew one thing. As bad as it may seem, as bad as it may look right now, I'm not in this alone. He says, you are with me. He says, your rod and staff, they don't comfort me. In other words, you're going to do everything that I do for the sheep. You're doing it breath just like me right now. I sat back down and calmed himself. I said, wait a minute. Let me go ahead and finish this. I meant to say one thing and now I'm saying something else. So then he stopped. He said, sure. See, because when you talk to God and you get in, you usually reach the conclusion. The end of the matter is this. He said, you know what? When I think about everything that I just said and everything I just said to you, Lord, sure. I know it may not look like it now. I know some folks think I'm at the end of my life. I know some folks have already counted me out, but sure, goodness and mercy will follow me. I look behind me, I see goodness. Heavy on me this morning.